While the connection between a lean culture may not stand out yet, it will in time. As you learned in the previous lecture, Kaizen is much more than an event. Being a part of and creating a lean culture is no easy task. It involves many different aspects that, like your journey, will change with time. Let's begin by establishing a definition for the term culture. The term culture, especially in the context of an organization, can be defined as a way of life of a particular group of people. Culture is shown in their ordinary behavior, habits, and thoughts. This includes how that group's attitude is towards one another and how they behave on their own. In a lean culture, many different characteristics can be present depending on the organization and its needs. The characteristics you will learn about here are essential and common attributes of a lean culture. Let's first discuss leadership. Though it may not seem like it, leadership is spread throughout the entire business structure. You will have department leaders, organizational leaders, and frontline leaders. Every level of leadership must be bought into lean as a strategy for it to succeed. In the book, The Toyota Way Field Book, authors Jeffrey K. Liker and David Meyer suggest four things that companies can do to foster leadership within an organization. Carefully select leaders, mentoring potential leaders by effective leaders, providing opportunities to challenge people that allow leaders to emerge, and providing leaders the support and tools they need to be effective. A leader must also be an example to others. Since most continuous improvement strategies begin at the top of an organization and require participation from everyone, leaders must be engaged in lean. Whether it is an event, a training, or recognizing others with rewards and recognition, leadership must show they are all in with lean. The word respect is defined in many different ways. From a business context or a lean context, respect for people asks us to treat one another as a team. We don't focus on finding people to blame, rather, the focus is on where the process broke down. Making respect for people a priority helps create behaviors in individuals that will ultimately form a healthy culture. You can begin showing respect for people by involving them in activities and showing appreciation for their suggestions, empowering people to go and do what they have been assigned and not requiring approval for everything, providing people with what they need to be successful. Remember, respect for people does not mean that people can do whatever they want. It does mean being courteous, asking questions, making decisions based on consensus, and looking at a process before a person. Another very important aspect in the development of a lean culture is change management. Change management is a method or an approach that is generally systematic in the way it works. Different change management approaches can be used when dealing with the transformation or transition of a business or organizational objectives, goals, processes, culture, and of course technology. It even works with behavior. One of the main purposes of change management is simply to guide or manage the change that a company, department, or individual will experience during transitions. This can help an organization better prepare itself to adapt to the many different elements of change that will certainly come to pass. Along with supporting transition, change management can also help people to understand the driving intentions of the organization's change, how to take action during the change, how to manage the resilience or opposition during a change, and to help others understand why people will respond differently during the different forms of change. Below is a simple format you can follow when change is happening or when you are looking to begin change. We change can be used at different levels of an organization. Begin by working with a sense of urgency and excitement. Then work to establish a team approach. After a team begins to form, create your vision and plan the journey. With a vision in place, you need to market the vision. This requires you to happily communicate again and again. Eventually, you will get a sense that the vision is clear and you can begin to authorize and empower other people. As those people begin to navigate Kaizen, ensure that the little wins are documented somewhere. When you gather enough of the little wins, collectively reward them and begin to generate more change. Finally, engrave, educate, and encourage change management in your culture. This will ensure everyone has a general sense of the change management process and they understand it clearly. The three characteristics we've covered here are a good place to begin researching and seeking out more knowledge. As you saw in the Toyota house, culture is at the center of a lean organization. That culture is made up of many different people, much like a home. Their individual behaviors contribute to the success of the home. In the next section, we will look at some important aspects of team development and forming. Remember, this is only the beginning of culture, but as you advance in your lean journey, you can be sure that we'll touch on some more details. Until next time, my friends, keep on improving, and we will keep on giving you solutions that ignite your power.